you very much indeed. It is a great pleasure to serve under your chairmanship, Mr. Pritchard, and also to congratulate the Member of Parliament for Congleton for calling this debate, and for the 9 other speakers who have spoken with great passion about the potential of their constituents, their constituencies, and the role that this rather obscure topic of the Green Book review can play in seeking to unlock that potential. I should maybe just note that they did spare the blushes of the Chancellor when she was announcing this review to unlock the potential of which they are so hopeful, that she did so whilst announcing further growth measures in the south and southeast of the country. That goes to show the difficulties there are in achieving some of the objectives, which the Honourable Member for Mid-Cheshire was kind enough to say were the intentions of the 2020 review about levelling up this country. And I am perhaps an ironic choice, Mr. Pritchard, for responding. If I may stretch your tolerance to just mention some things that are focused on my area of the country. I represent North Bedfordshire. But just to give some sense to honourable members here of the disparities, let me just enumerate for them some of the growth potential projects going on in my county. We are already growing at 2.5 times the national average in terms of housing growth. We have a proposal for a solar farm, which will be 7 times the size, this is my constituency, 7 times the size of the largest one in the country. We have the country's largest road project at Black Cat Roundabout on the A1. We have a proposal for a railway line, which will be the 3rd largest railway construction project in the country. We have a doubling of the capacity of Luton Airport to bring people into the country. And we are waiting, when the Treasury finally pulls its finger out, a potential £10 billion investment for Europe's theme park from Universal Studios, which will then start a whole new range of investment potential in the south. So the Honourable Member for Congleton has the right person responding for this side to answer some of her points, because frankly, that's too much for one area to take at one time. The 2020 review mentions some points which have been repeated today. It said as they looked at the allegations were systematic bias towards London South East, the tyranny of benefit cost ratios, overlooked unmonetised benefits, no allowance for transformational or other complex effects, and guidance was responsible for strategic policy faults, and no focus of where, of or by whom effects are felt. These have been echoed today. I have to say to honourable members that the findings were that there were no systematic methodological biases in the process, but there were significant problems in understanding of the Treasury 5-case model, leading to significant poor practice in the application of the Green Book, and there have been some changes that have been made as a result of that. I thought, because honourable members would raise this issue about the disparities in expenditure, whether those changes had any effect. And so I went to the Public Expenditure Statistical Analysis 2024 Table 9.4b, which enumerates the public expenditure on services per head in real pounds between regions. And it splits that between current expenditure and capital expenditure, which is the focus of today's debate. I have to tell honourable ladies and gentlemen that if you look at those statistics from the year 2018-2019 to 2022-2023, the East real capital per head went down by 3%, real capital per head in the South East went down by 5%. Real capital head in London did go up by 20%, but it went up by 25% in the North West, 25% in the North East, 24% in the West Midlands, and 22% in the East Midlands. My point being, I'm very short of time, I'm afraid. I'd love to, but very short time, and I know him, he won't give me any more time. Chair won't give me any more time. I just point that out, that this is not to say everything is done, but it is important for us to build on the progress that I think is being made. There is a lot more commonality here than perhaps we think. And I would just also add that the view that the BCR is an answer, and that take focus as the answer, I think is incorrect. Because East West Rail, my constituency, going through my constituency, has a BCR of 0.3. It loses money, but the Treasury still wants to push ahead with it. That's a question for the Treasury. And I would say that for us, we don't understand what those benefits may be, because when it goes into the other benefits, there isn't sufficient quantification of what those benefits may be for people. My final point to the Minister, because I've only got a little time, there's got some questions I will send to him, but can he also look at the implementation of the Social Value Act? Because getting that done is really hard for small businesses and social enterprises in particular.